Welcome back, everybody. We got Miles Williams here at Cal's visit to SMU this Saturday. We'll go ahead and get started with questions from Jeff Ferraro from Cal Bears on this side. Go ahead, Jeff.
Hey, Miles, how you doing?
Doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. I wonder if you could just reflect over, sort of sum up 6 years at Cal after coming out of Texas and how you picked Cal, and you've had some ups and downs, but it sure seems like it's finishing well for you.
Yeah, man. Just finishing up here at Cal. I mean, it's been an experience, obviously, for the better. I've enjoyed myself, honestly, just coming out of high school. I think I just wanted to just figure out what I wanted to do on my own, get out of my comfort zone, which kind of led me to Cal. And then, of course, the connections that come with Cal. And then they were kind of, I guess at that time, they were pushing more of the 40-year decision, life after ball decision. So I'm excited of how the season's been going. I mean, it could have been better, but, we're going to finish out strong, trying to get us a dub at SMU. Excited to go back. Need it.
What did your friends say when you told them you were going to school in California? And what do you tell guys now about, if you come from Texas to California, how that could go for them?
Oh, man, no. I mean, coming out, I was really one of the select few within my high school to come out and I guess be going this far. So, I mean, I don't really know. People didn't really take it as anything. I mean, they didn't understand, I guess, why I was going so far, like what Cal was. But, I mean, that wasn't for them to know, I don't feel like. So, yeah.
And when you're talking to Texas kids now, maybe somebody comes on a recruiting visit or whatever, what do you have to say to them?
Oh, man, it's the pipeline that they're building. I mean, I guess you could say we kind of started the pipeline, but it's the pipeline that they're building, just trying to get these guys from Texas up to Cal and just know, like, it's good football everywhere. It's good football, obviously, in Texas, but it's good football up here as well.
20 of you now from Texas, I think, right?
Come on, man.
Last thing is just to get to go home and play your final regular season game in front of friends and family and to get to do it with Craig Woodson, who you've been with for 6 years. What's that mean to you?
It means everything, man. I mean, it's just kind of like just capturing it all and just take it all in. I mean, SMU was my first offer, March 22nd, 2017. So it's like, I want it back. I mean, it's crazy to go back, and it's just crazy how everything just works out. Like, oh, now you playing and now you about to go back and finish out at your season. I mean, at SMU. So I'm excited.
I think that you got some family and friends going to be there?
Of course. Yeah. I'm trying to with tickets right now as we speak.
How many do you need?
Not sure yet. I'm still trying to get the numbers, but I would say right now, it's safe to say 10 plus, 12 plus.
Have fun.
Thank you. Yes, sir.
We'll go to Kyle Noe, the Daily Cal.
Hey, Miles. Talked to you about a month ago about playing with Craig. Of course, you guys are both from Texas. And then I guess you alluded to it a little bit in Jeff's question, but I asked Craig post-game after Stanford about what it's like to be able to play next to you, to close out both of your guys' career. So I guess I'll ask the same question to you. What's it like being able to go out there with him and be able to do the things you guys do on the field right next to him?
Yeah, good to see you again, man. It's everything. I mean, he deserves it, man. Like, just everything that we done been through, but even him just coming off the ACL and then just, everybody has their own trials and tribulations and what they go through behind the scenes and what they go through. So, I mean, it's always just a comforting feeling, I guess, when we're in the heat of battle and I look over and it's like me and Craig both got the same look on our face, like we about to go hit somebody. So I love it.
Thank you.
Go to Ron Kroichik, the SF Chronicle.
Miles, I was curious, you guys are nearly through your first season in the ACC. You obviously played a lot in the Pac-12. Any moments this year that stick out to you where it was kind of jarring, whether it was at Florida State, at Pitt, where, you sort of realized it's a whole new world now in college football and you kind of experienced it. How do you sort of reflect on the first season and any specific memories you'll carry with you?
Yeah, I mean, the first season of ACC, I mean, it may have not gone how we have wanted it, but I mean, we're going to have our footprint. Cal's going to have his footprint within the ACC. Best believe that. I mean, just some moments that stick out. Obviously, Florida State, I had the interception, the big game. Really, the first game of the season, UC Davis, like, that's my first start at safety. Like, so, or not my first start, but like my first start in a while at safety. So just, and then really Pitt, I would say, because it's like we're playing an NFL stadium. Like, you can't really, you have to acknowledge that. So all those moments were good, man. We're going to go out here and finish out strong.
How did you handle the travel? Because that was obviously a heavy topic coming into the season, and you lived through it. How did you juggle that? How much different did it feel than last year with shorter trips?
I mean, personally, I didn't have a problem with the travel. I like traveling. I was for the flight. I was for the flight to Pittsburgh. I was for the flight to Florida State. I'm like, yeah, it's long flights, but it's like that's what you're gonna remember, bro. Like, so I like flying personally. So it didn't really faze me too much. I mean, obviously we're getting into our destination rather later, flying to the East Coast, but it's like, I mean, we playing football, like we're flying in 2 days earlier. We're getting our body clocks going. So it's like, at the end of the day, we playing on Saturday.
Use that extra time on the plane to study more or to sleep?
Both. Playing, watching film, watching movies. Come on.
Good answer. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Steve Crone or SL Chronicle?
Miles, get your opinion, what you've seen on the video so far of Kevin Jennings and what challenges he poses for you guys.
I mean, Kevin Jennings, I feel like is a good player. I mean, everybody has things to work on, but I feel like we just have to go out there and do what we have to do, and we have to contain them in the pocket. I would say that specific.
Fair enough.
Matt Moreno, Rivals.
Talking to the coaches today, and Teddy kind of mentioned it after the game on Saturday, but when they missed the field goal, that kind of felt like the shift in the game on Saturday. What was the mindset defensively? I know Teddy said like up to that point, you guys were not happy with how you had played. So what was kind of that shift like, and what was kind of the conversations like on the sideline when that happens and you realize, hey, we have some new life?
It was just a lot of intensity from the seniors, I would just say, honestly, just everybody. It's a lot of intensity from everybody, but just, like, it was a lot of just people saying, like, we're not about to go out like this. Like, okay, like, this is what we need. Like, now we need to go out here and put our best stuff on film, like, right now. Like, we need your best right now. So that's what I was saying. That's what everybody was telling me. And I felt like it felt good to go out there and get the job done in a close game.
Craig was saying that he mentioned, like, I'm going to sell out like you guys. I'm going to give it my all. I mean, how much was that the same sense for you, yourself personally?
I mean, that's what we're going for every time. And especially, Craig, it's so funny when it's like seeing him kind of, have that change in character was so funny, but because he's usually calm, cool, and collected. But I mean, that's just what everybody was thinking. Like, we're not about to go out here our last year after we've been dominating these boys and go out here and just have the game go in this form and fashion. Like, we're a much better defense than what we have been playing as. So we just went out there and just do what we had to do.
I mentioned this, Coach Sermon, and obviously a lot of people are looking at the 98-yard drive from the offense, but the defense had to come up and make a play themselves. How important was that for you guys to be like, no, we also had a hand in finishing this team off?
Man, it felt good. That's what we want. We knew once they got, shout out, like I said, the boys, 98 with the boys. Shout out that. But we knew, okay, now they handled their end of the bargain. Like, we're about to go finish this game. And so just every play, I guess there was a Twitter thread that called it the stop. I don't know, but I saw it. Every play we were just talking about today at practice was just so live in that like aspect, like everything, the crowd, everything, just knowing like we need our best stuff right now. Like, this is what you practice for in January. Like, these moments right here to close out your opponent, they have to pass the ball to get down the field. No timeouts or whatever the situation, a timeout, so it was fun to live through.
It felt like Saturday gave Craig an opportunity to kind of reflect on his entire career, his entire time at Cal, maybe even last week kind of did that for him. And have you had that opportunity to like look back on your journey and everything, that kind of all the ups and downs, or is that going to be something that waits until, after the season?
I mean, realistically, that may be something I probably will wait till after the season. I've been taking it all in and just taking it day by day, really just trying to tell myself, take it day by day. I don't want to get too emotional around the guys, but yeah.